this is Special Ed. You listen to Two in the Stink podcast. Yay! Yay! I like three in my stink.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Two in the Stink. Today we're here with our good pal, Casey Rocket. What's up, buddy?
Hello. Happy to be here. Little hat work.
Yeah,
Get off right.
Get going.
That's the fucking riff alarm. Ow.
Can we get a mic for the hat?
Didn't work as good. I wanted to kick this off. First of all, thank you guys for being here. I wanted to kick this off the only way I know how, and that is with Dracula, Sebastian Maniscalco.
Okay,
so,
go for it.
Kids don't eat candy corns anymore.
Yeah, that's perfect. It's perfect for this storm that's about to come in, too.
Kids never show up on photographs anymore.
Kids don't count to 10 anymore.
Kids don't like garlic.
What's the deal with eating garlic?
I hate fighting Italian kids because of the garlic.
Who's with me? How you motherfuckers feeling tonight?
Starts cussing.
Yeah, Bernie Mac, Dracula.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
Bernie Macula.
Bernie Macula. Perfect. Well, we named the episode a minute in. That's got to be
Bernie Macula.
That's got to be a record, I think.
We're off to the races.
Bernie Macula. Perfect. We're here at the most haunted hotel in Baltimore. The Admiral fell in.
Rob's the only one that seems to be getting haunted because he got blood towel and shit pillow. Now
You have them reversed. It's very important. It was
Okay.
I had blood on my pillow and shit on my towel that was supposed to be clean. We got here. I got out of the shower and I opened up this towel and it was just covered in shit.
You had poop on your lips and blood in your eyes.
Yeah.
And you're calling that a haunting, which is...
shit on my dick, blood on my nuts.
A true American hero.
Somebody pull up the butterfly effect for me.
A haunting in Connecticut. Yeah, I don't think that's anything ghost related. I think you pooped the bed and you started having stigmata, the marks of Christ, and that's completely unrelated. It's because you need to repent.
Such a good movie. Tell me you've seen that movie.
Stigmalin. Stigmagan? What is I've never seen that.
Stigmoggins. Stigmata with David Goggins. Stigmoggins.
What is what's up?
Oh, not much, man.
What the fuck is going on?
This hotel is allegedly haunted.
Yeah, so we're in the most haunted location in Baltimore. Rob has been viciously, vicariously tormented by some sort of succubus that has not been making him ejaculate. It's just been pooping and bleeding on his things. So
It's like, my ghost is like doing jackass stunts around me.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a girl from 1888, and this is fucking with Rob all night.
wake up, dumbass. Go, get out of here, get out. He run out.
I just jump out the window.
This is making Rob commit suicide.
I've been doing evil laughing in the middle of the night.
Those are just your farts.
I've been hanging my T-shirt on the bedpost. Rob's like, take it down, take it down.
I got up to take it down the other night. You kept hanging the shirt up on the bedpost. I'm like, that's not going to be my sleep paralysis demon at 3 a.m. No way.
The shirt's moving. Wait, Robert, you said that Jimlin farted so loud that it woke you up.
Yeah, this morning.
And describe the noise of that fart again.
It was like bwam. It's like
It sounds like ECW.
It was like a tsunami alarm.
yeah.
Oh, fuck, we gotta evacuate.
Oh, shit.
That was the shit in Jim's ass.
Yeah.
We gotta get out of here.
Somebody pooped the bed. We gotta get out of here. Jim's like, huh? Somebody did what?
I woke up and I looked at you and you were like, what? You were like, it wasn't you.
What?
What do you want?
Wait, who farted? Was it the guy that ate a double quarter pounder at 3 in the morning?
Oh, yeah, that was crazy. We tried to order DoorDash last night at 1 a.m. and it was like, it'll get here at 4:30 a.m.
Yeah, it was a whole thing. We would have had to wait all night.
Yeah.
At that time, it's McDonald's breakfast time. We're talking a whole different ball game.
Maybe if you would have had Taco Bell, you would have beat me in Mario Party.
Well, I don't want to get into this. I'm already having the worst day of my life because I found out that Timeless Tony Storm from AEW is married, and I was going to drop into her DMs, and I don't I still might. Everything's up in the air. It's so exciting. It's so new.
There's still hope.
It's so new. It's so exciting. But
It's serious. It's new, but it's serious.
it's new, but it's serious, and it's fresh, and it's meant to be, and it's hardcore, and it's soft.
In 3 words, carnal. Carnal and carnal. It's just
Carnal and Carnal. That's my moving company. Carnal and Carnal.
Colonel and Colonel.
Colonel and Colonel.
It's a
and,
popcorn. It's a popcorn distributor.
popcorn-based moving company
It's
where
a popcorn law firm.
I come to your house and put popcorn in all your drawers
Popcorn and ketamine.
for $100 an hour.
Hold on.
Hold on. These shows in Baltimore have been so much fun, dude. Thank you for having us on.
Yeah. This is the neighborhood where Edgar Allan Poe was discovered dead in the street. Did you know that?
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
That's why that's all that shit in the like gift shops and stuff.
That's why all those ravens doing shots.
Yeah. Well, I was talking about the commercialization of Poe. This was actually my thesis, my doctoral thesis, was the commercialization of true art. And every store around here is called like Poe Boys and like, Edgar Allan snow cones or whatever. And it's kind of sad to see because he was such an emo guy to see him commercialized and sexualized in such a way.
Yeah. He's cutting himself right now in the afterlife.
I can't wait to die again.
Oh, kill me again.
Edgar Allan Poe's like,
Literally, wow.
yeah, wait till Edgar Allan Poe finds out about fucking sad boy rap. He's gonna fucking change his tune.
Have you ever seen any ghosts, Casey? I forget if I asked you this before.
I'm not ready to talk about this.
Yeah.
Timeless Tony Storm is married, and I was planning on getting famous enough where I could drop her a line, and we could go out to dinner. But we'll talk about it later.
Timeless.
We'll circle back to it.
Yeah.
So close
Timeless.
to the holidays. When I lived in Atlanta, where after I graduated college, I lived in a bad part of town right next to the prison, off Edgewood Drive, and we had a graveyard in our backyard. And we had a little backyard because a lot of Atlanta is like woods, and right beyond our fence, like one wood tip, and
Lots of weeds.
and right like a foot behind our fence was an old historic graveyard that was like 4 graves. We would get letters in the mail like a graveyard tax or something, the landlord. But so you could only see one grave, and everything else was covered by shrubbery, and it was the grave of a baby. This is important to the story. Deadbaby.com. Deadbaby.com
Use promo code storytime.
/ spooky.
Casey's website.
Deadbaby.org / Casper mattress.
He's naming wrestling moves. He can't stop thinking.
Backsplash. I can't get Tony. Oh, there's a storm. There's a Tony Storm coming. Love. What does it mean? So, okay, one night I'm making Frank's Red Hot Chicken in the crock pot. Not a big deal. Makes a good quesadilla. And it's 1:55 a.m. This is pertinent to the story. It's me. I'm home alone. I had 3 roommates, but I'm home alone. Macaulay Culkin. And I hear this little noise, a little scratching, a little scratch. And then it starts sounding like... And it's right behind the kitchen door, which leads directly to the backyard, which leads directly to the graveyard. And I hear this, and the dog, it was like the run to the litter, like this wimpy little dog, and it starts sprinting back and forth through all the house, wall to wall, staring at the ceiling, I've never seen a dog act like this, barking at the floorboards, like spinning, and I thought, the noise got louder and louder, and I thought it was a cat. A cat like fighting another cat, like that cat noises.
Like, the sounds cat.
And
snake
it got
like that.
louder and louder and louder, and the dog was running at this point from the back door to the front door, back door to the front door, back door to the front door, and I realized it wasn't a cat; it was a baby crying.
Oh, that's terrifying.
And I swear to God, it was a baby screaming, crying like under the door, as if it was right there, like like
oh
that.
my God.
1:55 a.m. So I'm petrified. The dog is freaking out, barking at the floor, barking at the ceiling.
Yeah.
And, okay, so I'm really scared. I tell everybody we're all better men for it. 1 week later, Saturday, 1:55 a.m., I'm in the kitchen again, home alone, making Fred Durst come. And I'm jerking him off in the kitchen. No, I'm making Frank's Red Hot Chicken again, weekly meal prep, not a big deal for a guy like me.
Big macros guy.
Good quesadillas. And I hear the same thing again.
Like that?
It's like screaming,
God.
crying right under the door, and the dog does the same thing, barking all around, wah, for losing its mind. But it's the same exact time, 1:55 in the morning, Saturday. And that was basically the biggest paranormal thing that's ever happened.
That's fucking wild. I wonder if the baby died at 1:55 or some shit.
Hopefully. I wish it had died even more, and it didn't come back.
Yeah.
Yes, double death.
Double death.
That's the problem with these babies. They're not staying dead.
Lethal for most. Most babies don't stay dead in this country.
Yeah, they gotta stop coming back.
They're coming back to vote.
They're coming back to
Coming
vote.
back. What the
Coming
fuck,
back to
guys?
they fall and rise like cicadas every 17 years.
10 babies in a trench coat. The old trick. Because it can't be 2 kids because babies are too small.
Let's just say I'm rattled by all of this.
Yeah.
But it was terrifying, and we would have stuff happen in that house a lot. People would, there was a hallway, a predominant hallway in the apartment, and at the end of it was a door that had been drywalled over, so you couldn't even access the door, but you could see it from the outside.
Yeah.
And you would hear footsteps at night, and you would hear that door open and close. But it was impossible. It was as if it was a wall. There's no door there anymore.
Right.
But you would hear it open and close, and people walk back there. So some sort of poltergeist.
Some type of poltergeist, yeah. You getting choked up thinking about it?
I don't want to talk about the baby anymore.
It was my baby.
It was my baby. His name was Garland. Garland Sharkland, creator of the Allspark.
Yeah, of course.
He was born on Tatooine.
Duh.
Duh.
Hey, duh.
Hey, duh. What planet are the Transformers from?
Oh, you're asking the wrong dork.
Guardian?
Yeah.
I was too busy getting pussy.
Yeah.
Too busy.
When was this again? You were getting so much ass?
I was getting so much pussy.
Jim was transforming into a jock.
Yeah.
Too busy smashing. I've always tried to make this joke work on stage, but it never does. I don't understand how the Transformers know each other's names. There's always the scene in every Transformers movie where it's Optimus Prime fucking around in some city, just like walking around like a robot. Oh? And then he'll
Taking the bus.
Yeah. Oh? Yeah. He is the bus. Oh. A bus big enough to carry, I'm scary to think about. But he'll be in like Times Square, and then there'll be some giant snake robot fucking up a building, and he'll look up and go, "Oh no, it's Starscream." And how do you know Starscream? Have you known him for like a long time?
They have a past.
Yeah. What do you do on the home planet? Because there's a home planet where they're all just cars together, I guess. like what? Like riding on highways all day? It was a time of peace.
Gas was so fucking cheap.
Gas was cheap. We had just invaded Afghanistan. The Transformers bombed Kuwait.
Imagine all these Transformers have all these cool names, Optimus Prime and shit, and then it's like, yeah, that's Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole time Saddam Hussein was just a Hellcat.
That's Tyler. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, it's Tyler.
Uh-oh, it's Tyler.
That's just a minivan.
Sure.
Transformers is such a fucking bizarre concept.
Yeah. What if that's like somebody on ketamine came up with that? What if cars were people?
That's an exact ketamine thought. Yeah. What is legs
traced
even
it
for?
back.
Yeah. Why is legs on the bottom and arms in the middle? That's like the type of jokes I would write on ketamine. Yeah, it would be like, why is the nose in the middle of the face? You wake up and you're like, what the fuck was I getting at? This is
Where was this headed?
Yeah, I know. There's no good lord. This is unusable. I think I have to burn this piece of paper. It's arguably not even language.
I've woken up a couple of times and like after a blackout, and like I'll have like I like texted myself at like 4 a.m. like knife couch. I'm like, what is that? Why?
I have notes like that in my phone.
Yeah.
I have a note in my phone for over 2 years that says Hood Rat Thug Queen, and I really just want to know what the hell, where I was going with that. Like,
Hood Rat Thug Queen.
I always, on ketamine, it makes your brain work really, poorly, basically. Like, it works differently, so in that way it's creative, but it's probably just because you're at 25% brain function.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, every time I would do ketamine and I would think it was making me creative, I would write stuff mostly based on human language. So the notes would all be like, what does the letter B even stand for? And you're like, this is a little too deep. This is above my pay grade. Yeah. I don't know if I can get into this, like, Princeton-level research paper comedy.
Yeah.
Start breaking down the alphabet.
Yeah, it's like phonetic linguistics, colloquialisms.
You're dodging emails from The Economist. Yeah. They want you to come write a column.
Well, that's how you become Bam Margera and you start making your own language.
That is that picture he posted
slope.
on his Instagram 2 days ago.
Yeah.
With the fucking his own alphabet.
Have you seen that?
I haven't seen it.
He was writing it on an airplane. He's like finishing his book on an airplane.
Surprised the air marshal didn't fucking restrain his ass.
God.
He's doing spells.
From what I can tell, pretty much every time he gets arrested, the cops are just so excited to see him. They're just like, hey, sir. Oh, shit, Bam.
Bam. Well, he was the first person on the internet. Everyone forgets that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was him. It was peanut butter jelly time.
Oh, yeah.
GTA San Andreas, Bigfoot found.
Xbox 720, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Those videos.
Those videos are so funny.
Star Wars rap, E-Bombs World.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
funnyjunk.com for sure.
Holy shit. Yeah.
I used to go on stupidvideos.com.
Stupid vids.
Yeah, now it's just Instagram. That's all that is.
I remember when I was a little kid.
Rob slams Instagram in fiery podcast interview. More like stupidvideos.com. We reached out to Instagram for comment, but they weren't ready.
Oh, man.
when you were a little kid, you were going to say?
Oh, at my 10th birthday party, we had a computer that was like dial-up computer, and so I didn't really even understand how websites worked. And me and my buddy, he was like, we should look up like animals, like different animals. And I was like, that's a stupid idea, Barry. And but we did, and he went to rabbit.com, and it was a pussy website. It was like a porn website.
Yeah.
And as soon as we opened it, it was a pornado where it was, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where it was just total
malware.
DEFCON 1.
Just an invasion of your privacy. Just
The doomsday clock is at 1 minute to midnight.
Welcome, Casey.
Yeah.
No. We've been waiting for you.
It's exactly what you thought Y2K was going to be.
Yeah.
And it's like a million ads. And the only solution to them, strangely enough, was to click out of all of them. But it just took like 2 hours. But yeah, my dad was pissed. We had to tell him what happened.
I gave my family's computer AIDS like so many times. Just
Well, unprotected sex with a fucking machine does lead to AIDS, Rob.
Downloading porn on LimeWire blind, so there's no
No thumbnail.
Yeah, there's no
you
thumbnail.
just got to cross your fingers.
Yeah, you just search Latino lesbians, and then you're like, I hope this is a good one because it's getting malware in the system.
Yeah. Oh man.
Glory days.
Yeah, my mom going on the computer and going, "Who's Audrey Batoni?" I'm like, "Don't click on that.
Don't click on it. It's a new song.
It's not important. It's a song I'm working on.
It's by Yin Yang Twins.
It's a song I wrote for you, Mom." Yeah.
Scary to think about. Yeah, they had to bring in like the hired guns a couple times to clean that hardware off
That's
the
rough.
fucking computer.
Geek Squad.
Geek Squad.
Yeah.
Best Buy. Last line of defense. the Green Berets of pornography destruction.
Really, they were. They were
Yeah.
Navy SEALs, man.
The few, the sad.
Yeah, they're all fat as hell. All right, let's see the model.
Hey.
Yeah, gravy seals. That's what they are. SEAL Team Thick.
I worked at Best Buy. It fucking sucked, man. What jobs did you do before you really, comedy took off for you, Casey? What were you doing?
I delivered pizzas for most of my life. I started working in pizza places when I was 14.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody gave me a Suboxone once when I was working at this place called Pepperoni's Pizza.
You need opiate blockers.
And there was this famous guy. Well, Suboxone, if you don't have an opioid tolerance, fucks you up.
Mm-hmm.
So, especially when you're a little kid. And
When you're a wee lad.
there was this famous drug addict where I was from. It was like right in the heart of like opioid country, right by Florida. And he was like famous in the county for being a horrible drug addict. He eventually faked his own death. We all thought he was dead for like a year.
Yeah.
And then he came back from the dead, and you're like, dude, I saw him at the grocery store the other day. He just owed money to a drug dealer. And
Classic.
Such a cool move.
Just a vanish.
It's like I don't want to do it myself, but I love that it happens.
Just so fucked up on Roxy's, you just get someone to text a dealer, hey, man, I got bad news. He's dead. Anyways, but yeah, so I would get shit-faced at work. He gave me Suboxone. I thought I was dying. I was running pizzas to the tables, and it was... Something wrong? Sorry, I'm really sick. But that was I did like 7 different pizza places, and then always short term. I would quit when I had like $400 in the bank. Be like, I'm retiring. Ricky from Trailer Park
That
Boys
sounds
style.
familiar.
Yeah.
The old Jim Gillespie method.
Yeah. I got $1,200 now, boys. I'm retired.
My boss yelled at me after I lost like $400 on the Super Bowl when the Eagles lost, and I quit. He got mad at me, and I quit. I was like, I don't think you understand. Like, I fucking ruined my life last night. Like, I fucking
Nobody talks.
nobody talks to me like that when I'm so down. So close. I was so close.
I don't think I've ever like quit a job after being like, all right, I hit my mark. Because my dad would always give me shit. He'd be like, you don't do that. That's not how jobs work or whatever. Because
It's true.
he was one of those guys who like never took sick days ever. He just go to work sick as fuck to make, I don't know, nobody proud.
Yeah.
Nobody was like, hell yeah. Everybody, my mom and me were like, are you all right? He's like, I can't let them down. Just rolling steel mill, getting exposed to asbestos and like radiation every day.
He took no sick days, but now look at him.
He paid for it in the end.
Sick as hell.
Now look at him.
Now he's retired forever.
Yeah.
So I did that for a long time, and then when I graduated college, I was a copywriter for a couple years. So I would write. I wrote for newsletters for companies, and then I wrote for law firms for about a year and a half. So I would do like Fort Lauderdale personal injury attorneys seek new clients, like copy jargon, business shit.
That had to been the most fucking boring thing ever.
Yeah, it was at least that one I could work from home. When I was doing the newsletters, it was a desk job, and that was 6 months where I was at my lowest. I gained like 60 pounds eating fucking Nutri-Grain Valley bars because I thought they were a healthy alternative to regular food. Yeah, about 40 pounds in, I was like, oh, I think I made a mistake.
I think this might be fucked up.
I'm 225 pounds. Yeah, something's gone wrong.
Oh, it's really coming down out there.
That's
Dan.
Tony storming
They're
out
just
there.
literally spraying the window with a hose. Like,
Whoa,
They're trying to get Casey.
Monsulin.
He's in there. Stinky.
Stinky.
Get your shower.
So stinky. Come and get me, fucker.
the ghosts are like, yeah, they're in here.
Come get him.
I did that. I delivered Uber Eats for a while when I was in Austin.
That's the fucking worst. I was doing Grub or
Oh, it's
fucking
the
DoorDash.
worst. You make no money doing DoorDash.
It's like $4 an hour.
It's literally like $4 an hour. I would sit behind the wheel, high on Percocet, fake perks from the streets, and I would just scream at the world. What? God! No! Yeah, I'm making $4 an hour.
Those jobs are the fucking worst, dude.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I was a server at one point, and like that. When you're a server, I think it's like $1.83 an hour on the
Yeah.
check.
Yeah.
But you get tipped out by everyone, right? But I was getting ripped off by this lady. I worked at this breakfast restaurant, and the fucking owner's mother was like getting into the tips. She was divvying out the tips. She would take everyone's money and then redistribute it. I was
that
like, what
sucks.
type of fucking business is this? She shouldn't take anything.
Yeah.
It was so fucked up. I remember I worked like a double. I worked like fucking 14-hour day, and I walked away with like $40. I was like, what is happening right now? What the fuck is happening?
Dude, the DoorDash, because it would be... You have no idea how long it's going to take you, so you're just sitting in traffic on a $5 order 6 miles away.
And they punish.
What have I done?
They punish you if you don't take the small order. So like,
Mm-hmm.
well, you didn't take the $5 order. We're not giving you any good orders for the rest of the day.
We're not giving you the $11 order. What?
The one time I was doing DoorDash, I got like a $70 like catering order my first day. And I ended up walking away with like $200 after like 10 hours. I was like, this is the best job ever. And then I posted the screenshot on Reddit. I was like, man, this is great, huh? And everybody was like, don't get used to it. They do that to all the new guys. And like, they were like, I pissed off a bunch of DoorDashers who were just like, yeah, just give it some time, kid. Like all these veterans.
These grizzled old
I was about
vets.
to say these surly door dashers.
Their old Subarus, just broken to shit. Because then it eventually becomes you wear your tires bald, and you don't own $400 for new tires. You don't own $40. You're living day to day.
Yeah, if you do the math, you're like you put all that money in the bank and then it just comes back into your car.
Oh,
like,
absolutely. Yeah. The oil change is like 3 months' work. Yeah.
it's crazy.
It's a brutal life. Yeah.
It's so fucking crazy.
And a lot of people, so many people don't tip on that. It's crazy
No.
how many people don't like.
It's crazy that you
ever.
can put zero.
Yeah.
Not that I've ever
shouldn't
done
be an
that, but like, it's insane that it's like
an option.
yeah, the fact that you can do that is nuts.
I would say 75% of people don't tip.
Yeah.
It's nobody does. I don't get it.
That's they're like, I guess. Well, the problem is now it's like contact-free delivery, so you don't have to look them in the eyes.
That's the thing.
That's what's fucking people up. Yeah, drop it off at my door, and then I'll never see that person again.
Yeah, do you know how many times I've waited for them to leave to like open my door? Sometimes they'll stay outside your house and wait for the next thing to pop up. Boy, is that the worst.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go out there, and I'm like,
when I was doing DoorDash, I basically just like hung outside of a Chick-fil-A parking lot. It was like me and like 3 other Asian dudes just competing for like the $12 orders. Like I'd see them come out with a shit ton of stuff. I'd be like, fuck,
he got
damn
me.
it, he got the good one.
He's prime time.
Yeah.
that's Deion Sanders.
He's prime time.
I was doing Instacart for a while, and then I got a 1-star rating because I fucking gave some lady a bruised avocado, and she was like went off on me, and I was like, okay, I'm done with that now. I'm not gonna get yelled at over fucking vegetables.
Oh my god, you got yelled at?
Well, like through Instacart.
Electronically.
Yeah. Not at my face.
Imagine if she got like a hold of you and fucking gave it to you. That would have been
DM'd me on Instagram.
That would have been the end.
She found me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was probably one of the worst jobs I've ever. I don't think I've ever been lower than driving that. I didn't mind I was living in the car. That was a fine existence. I enjoyed it. I was free. I was artistic.
Yeah.
But when I was driving the Dash, ooh, I was a bad person to be around. I was mean. I was mean as a snake.
It makes you a bad person.
Yeah. Oh my god. I was just screaming at everyone.
You're in your car just like
Literally screaming in traffic.
I had the same problem. My wife would call me and be like, "What?"
Yeah.
Oh, how's it going? I don't know. I made $40. It's been 2 days.
I made $17 today. I've been doing this for 8 hours.
I put $19 in my gas tank.
It should be illegal. It should be illegal.
It shouldn't be allowed. I think people are starting to get wise to that, and a lot of people are just moving on to other like hustles or whatever.
They're unionizing.
Yeah. Now it's just a bunch of people on TikTok like, I got this in the TikTok shop, and like that's like the new thing people trying to sell.
It's so fucking awful,
Yeah.
dude. People don't want to do jobs anymore.
Eventually, we're not going to have nurses or doctors or anything.
Yeah, they're going to be so in demand.
We're going to be fucked.
It's all side hustle.
Yeah.
Side hustle culture. But that's why I got my degree in advanced eurythmics.
Yeah.
Advanced Eurythmics, the band. So Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. I just played the song and I danced and they put money in a hat.
Nice.
But it's good, and I'm proud to represent my country at the 2024 Paris Olympics.
There you go.
So,
Yeah.
I already got a silver. I'm going for gold on Tuesday.
Yeah. What sport are you playing?
Galloping.
It's just you.
Yeah, no horse. My horse got sick. I had to leave him in Sochi. I left him in Sochi last Olympics.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's like, and even though he's without a horse, the ability to show up at the event, a hobby horser.
So many horses passing you.
Our first hobby horser to qualify for Paris.
And I throw out some of those tire spikes, take the other horses out, totally ruthless.
They explode.
Yeah. Explode. Like an old balloon.
Yeah. Wow.
6 horses died today. National tragedy. Casey, gold medalist. So cool.
Just you up on the stage, just giving middle fingers.
East side.
Take a picture of Fat Joe for some reason.
Yeah. Jelly rolls there.
Jelly rolls.
Jelly rolls coming to pay his respects.
Jelly roll. They'll just box him up and ship him anywhere now. It's crazy.
He'll go anywhere, man.
He's everywhere.
He's a close friend of mine. He's coming to my Nashville show.
Yeah?
Jelly roll.
That's awesome. Fuck yeah, dude.
I love Jelly Roll. He's nice.
Have you really met him?
Yes, I met him.
Oh my fucking god.
I know Jelly Roll. He's coming to my Nashville
Oh my
show.
god.
Come on, Jim. We're talking to a
Zany's
celebrity.
Nashville.
I forget sometimes. You're so
Zany's.
down to earth, you know? You're so down to earth, I forget that you might know Jelly Roll. You're so approachable.
He's a close
If I
friend.
knew Jelly Roll, it would be I'd be a problem.
Jim wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah.
Jim knows Jelly Roll, just not the person.
I'm also Roll. That would be my name. I'm another Roll. roll. How about that? Sushi roll.
I love his like motivational speeches. It's great.
Theo Von did the funniest fucking
Impression.
thing on impression of a thing. Like I don't know what it is. He did this like it was like miming. He had Joey Diaz on. He was talking about how fucking Jelly Rolls show up to anything and give like a fucking acceptance speech. He's like, there's a guy out there with a size 11 foot and a size 8 tennis shoe. It's so funny.
Great.
I love Jelly Roll. I think it's so funny. And his wife's like hot.
Yeah,
They're
that's the
good friends of
important
mine. My mom, I told my mother that Jelly Roll might possibly come to the Nashville show. And again, he's been very nice to me, and he's a really nice guy, and he hangs around the mothership, and I really like him a lot. And it's true. I'm being genuine. He's
of
nice.
course.
And I told my mom that, and she was all excited, and she goes, oh my God, I comment on Bunny's posts, his wife, and I tell her she has to come ride horses. And I'm like, oh my God, my mom's a Facebook mom. It's so embarrassing. Like, because how people, that's like what 90% of people online do. They comment on Selena Gomez's thing. And they're like, come to
Rob
Brazil.
would know nothing about that.
Yeah, wait, hang on, guys.
Come to Brazil.
Yeah.
Come on me.
She's not gonna come on you.
Come on, Rob.
If I wish hard enough.
It's not gonna happen.
Come on, Robert.
Come on, dude.
Speaking of Robert, how about our buddy Robert over at the pool hall?
We met.
It was not a pool hall. It was a bar with a pool table.
We met a pool savant. One of the last renegades.
Yeah, we found the only pool table in Baltimore, and there was an old man just waiting for somebody to come play.
We activated him as soon as we walked in. He went, Transformers.
Would you like to play pool?
I love that he had his own stick. He had a billiards glove or whatever you call it.
He had a Ryan Gosling drive glove.
he had a baby driver glove, and he 100% was not that good at pool.
He was not that good. I would say he was fourth place, and there was four of us playing. So you do the math.
Yeah.
He fucking most of his shtick is scaring people off when he puts the glove on.
You guys want to play
It's rare
pool?
that you actually get to play against him because he puts so much showmanship into getting ready. You kind of are like, well, there's no point.
It's a psychological game. It's a mind game.
It is.
It's just a rubber glove. Not even a...
It's a surgical glove. Makes it harder
We're
to shoot
playing
the
pool.
stick.
He's playing poker. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But he was not very good, and he was really nice. And at one point, towards the end, he became really friendly, and we all became really close to him. And I started dancing, and he goes, "Look at Casey go!" And I was like, "We're friends with Robert now, so this is happening."
Yeah, you stop the two of us. You're like, call me crazy. This is happening, right?
Robert's doing a guest spot on the Late Show.
Is it just me, or are we really hitting it off with this Robert guy? He's our fourth.
He just goes on stage, starts doing pool tricks. Bring out your rider. You're like, I need a pool table. It's for Robert.
I need $250 allocated for Robert. We're sending his kids to college.
Oh man.
So fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was just like an older black guy. Yeah, and as soon as we walked in, he was sleeping in the corner. Literally, we must have tripped some sort of switch that activated him, Rube Goldberg machine style.
Tripwire.
Casey's here.
Yeah. Ready for a game, boy?
Yeah, I pulled the string on his back. It was like, one more.
Well, we were joking, like talking to the bartender after, and we're like, "Oh man, that Robert guy was great." And the bartender goes, "You saw Robert? Robert burned down 10 years ago tonight." We're all Blair Witching in the corner, like you were saying.
It's a 3-hour time lapse of us just twitching.
Yeah, the security footage is us just seizing on the floor.
The lights are flickering.
All the balls are just bouncing around the table.
Holy shit, we got Baltimore haunted.
Quiet down, boys. Shyamalan's writing this down.
Haunted pool game.
Yeah.
Yeah, movie titles suck nowadays. That movie would be like Haunted Pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the M. Night Shyamalan movie where he's like, okay, so everybody gets old. He's like, old. That's the name.
Trap.
Old Trap.
Old.
Yeah, he's a horrific writer. Old was one of the funniest movies, genuinely one of the funniest movies I think I've ever
You
seen.
think so?
It was so hilariously bad. I was weeping laughing in the theater. I saw it with like 15 people in the theater, and it was one of the best experiences of my life because I looked around, everyone had tears in their eyes. They were laughing at how bad this movie was. It was so great. I was like, God, we're really doing this thing.
I love your
It was
story.
so crazy.
I love your
Movie's
story that you told me about seeing Hereditary alone in the theater.
Yeah.
That's so. Can you tell that story? It's so funny.
I was driving from Georgia to move to Boise, Idaho, and we stopped in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Or it might have been Santa Fe. I think it was Santa Fe. And we're staying at this prostitution hotel and sex worker hotel. And we...
Come on, Casey, get it together.
This hero hotel.
Native Americans. Okay, so I go to see Hereditary because it's the hot ticket. And I go in the theater. I'm the only person in the entire theater. And I start getting so scared that when the reoccurring thing is happening in the movie where they're going... like that, it happens 2 or 3 times, and I start thinking an employee is in the wings fucking with me, trying to scare me, and so I stand up and I go, stop, stop, stop funny, stop.
You're alone in the movie theater?
Yeah, I'm alone. It's like 11:30 at night, and I was so scared. I was like a little kid. And I was like, there was one more. I was like, if they do it again, I'm going to say something. I'm like, I got to stand up for myself. And stop! It's not funny!
That little kid like shaking.
Yeah. This sucks!
This bites.
I don't want to be here.
That movie is so fucking good.
One time,
So good.
one time I went to go see like one of the Avengers movies, and it was like opening night, packed theater. And there was like this really like one of like the like more like dramatic scenes where like everything got quiet, and there was a baby in the back that started to cry, and then somebody yelled, "Somebody shut that baby up!" And then the guy whose pet dad it is, he goes, "Hey man, why don't you shut up?" It's like defending his crying baby in the theater.
Well,
And everybody the whole theater started laughing.
one of my
Hey,
first...
can we take Thanos serious, please?
Yeah.
He's a threat.
Spider-Man just died.
What were you gonna say?
One of my first things I ever did comedic performance-wise was we went to Transformers, I think Revenge of the Fallen, or it could have been Dark Side of the Moon, and we all got high as fuck, and it was like opening night, and we're high, and we're ripped on Jack Daniel's honey, and we're just fucking bazooka joed, and the opening credits start, and there's a moment where it shows the title screen, and I stand up and I go, Decepticons. And everyone turns around and looks at me, and I go, unseen by the naked eye. And then everyone starts clapping, and they were all like laughing, and I was like, I'm going to do this for the rest of the night.
Well, that's
I was fucking crushed at the AMC Regal. It's like the biggest rush.
It really is.
I nailed it. Creative
I
genius.
fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good night.
Yeah, that's what gets your comedy career started. Just fucking crushing in a movie theater.
Who was that kid who crushed at the beginning?
What was his Instagram?
A real pipe hitting kid.
Real pipes, a young pipe in and get back at it again. We used to do stuff like that. Like we were all obsessed with Jackass, and I would get my friends, we'd get shit faced, and they would drive me around, and I would walk into restaurants, sit down, light a cigarette, and you can't smoke in there, and the waiter would come up, and I would go, oh, sorry, I thought it was Sexy Saturday. And then I would walk out.
That's it. You just
That's
leave.
it.
That's it.
And they would watch from the windows.
I thought it was Sexy Saturday.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was Sexy Saturday.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, and then I would walk out. Like, what was that fucking guy? Just ripped on
Yeah,
Robert
they have
Tuss.
no idea
Just ripped on
what was
Tuss.
due. It was coming for you.
Performance art.
What started the Tuss exploration for you?
Well, I've talked about it before,
Oh.
but I'll talk about it again just today.
One more time. Encore.
Blow the dust off this old knick-knack.
My best friend's dad, I was telling you, we used to watch Girls Gone Wild with him. And his name was Gary, and he gave us Tuss. He was like addicted to Tuss. I was meaning to talk about this on stage, but so we're like riding the car with him, and he used to smoke weed with us and shit. And he passes back a bottle of TITS, and he goes, "You boys split that." He's from Boston. He goes, "You split it, you should be A-okay, dude." And he turns up the Angus Young. He turns up the AC/DC, and he's fucking jamming. We're going to like Hardee's or something. I'm 12 years old, time of my life.
Getting fucked up on
Just getting
Robitussin.
fucked up on TITS. And several years went by, and I went back when I was probably 16, and he's now divorced from the mom. His whole life had fallen apart, and
Yeah.
so now he's cool single dad. And he goes, "Sorry, boys, I can't party with you tonight. I got some work to do." And I pass his office, and he's got 4 bottles of Robitussin on his desk, and he's just typing. Like he was addicted to TITS. And I was like, what was he typing? That's what I want to talk about. I was like, what could he possibly been working on? Just in a total TITS hole.
He's only using the arrow keys, just moving the thing around.
He's playing Snake. Yeah. So I got work to do. I downloaded Microsoft Paint. I'm gonna draw a fucking house.
Like a hyper-realistic house.
you told the story the other day. The idea of him showing you Girls Gone Wild and then like narrating it, like, how about this one, boys?
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, dude, the redheads like it wild, dude.
Wild, dude.
She's fucking giving it to
Just being 12 on a boner, like,
Oh, I'm so fucking hard right now, but Gary's here.
He didn't leave me mad.
He didn't molest us, but like we were all probably had to have been statistically hard.
yes, if you run the numbers, if you look at the percentages,
There's not a chance we weren't all hard as a rock. And yeah, he would narrate it.
The energy is crazy in
He
here.
would narrate it. There was nothing sexual about, like, of course we were hard, but it was like a team building thing. It was just like
It
a
was synergy.
Yeah.
His corporate jargon was getting thrown in.
good
He
for
was-
business.
We're spearheading our thought shower.
And he would narrate it, and he would go, "Oh, dude, she loves 2 fingers, huh? Oh yeah." It's like,
you're just like,
I guess.
Thanks, Gare.
I'm 13. Yeah.
Thanks, Gary.
Thanks, Gare.
But he didn't like molest us, but he was cool.
He was a cool guy, not a molester. Cool dude.
And he went to prison because he tried to kill my friend's mom.
Oh, bummer. Womp womp.
Gay.
Now he's dead. He took his own life. But
Oh, okay.
these things happen.
Yeah.
That's life.
What are you gonna do?
That's life.
Yeah. You missed the farmer's market this morning, man.
He's dead. I slept till 2 p.m. So,
I got homemade peanut butter, so things been going good for me.
Where's
Really
the
excited.
jar? Oh, it's
right over there. Yeah.
Let me see it.
Don't bring it over. Bring it over.
What did I do
Jim,
today?
grab peanut butter.
the Peebus.
What I do today? I ate a Scotch egg and stuck my fingers in Rob's peanut butter.
It's heavenlypeanutbutter.com.
Yeah.
Quick ad break.
Quick ad break. It is best by 1/18/25, so you got to eat this within a couple months. It's not full of preservatives. That's nice.
Yeah. I'm trying to get them to sponsor us. I told him. I said,
Are you
yeah. I
gonna
could
smear that
podcast.
all over yourself?
I
or-
will. Sure. Oh, did I ever tell you that story, Casey? The one time.
You were peanut butter baby?
Yeah. No. I was peanut butter man during COVID.
Ah.
I got really shit faced. I was on a Discord call with my buddies during COVID. We were playing video games, and I got really shit faced. And I was eating peanut butter out of a jar. And they're like, it'd be really funny if you just covered yourself in peanut butter. I said, yeah, that would be funny. And I kept eating it. And then every other bite, I would put a little bit more on like my face. And then they got to the point they were laughing so hard, so I just kept doing the bit. And my entire face and like head was like covered in peanut butter. And I was just on Discord. I like ruined my headphones because I kept my headphones on.
Oh, no.
I was like, I'm the peanut butter man. And they were laughing so hard. But the
They couldn't believe what they were seeing.
Yeah.
But the problem
They were
was.
laughing so hard.
The problem was that the peanut butter all started dripping off of me because it was so hot in my room. So I had my carpet was just stained with peanut butter, and I was so drunk I didn't know what to do. So I was just like spraying like Windex and bleach, like trying to get it out. And I
Ruining the
I
fucking
ruined the carpet. And I woke up the next day to just like this most mangled carpet, and my mom was so pissed. She was like, she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I just was having too much fun on Discord.
That's Jim peanut butter thing.
Yeah, I made my friends laugh. That's all that matters.
You're still half drunk, covered in butter.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
brutal.
Yeah, you know, it happens. That's why I bought this peanut butter. I'm ready for a peanut butter relapse.
So funny.
getting
You're the peanut butter
back.
kid, man.
Yeah.
You're a lot like the peanut butter kid from Benchwarmers, you know?
Oh.
Ever see that movie?
Yeah. It's good. That's
So
a good
funny.
one.
David Spaulding.
Yeah.
What is this peanut butter kid you're talking about? What kind of shit does he get up to?
Peanut butter sculptures.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, that's silly.
I gotta look this guy up. You guys keep talking.
Yeah. So anyway, Jim, let's now that we have a moment alone,
Yeah.
let's Casey, could you get out of here?
Last thing I looked up was Sky Blue. She is hot, like
Yeah,
you
she
said.
is hot, like I
I'm
said.
on a big wrestling kick right now. I want to start dating a wrestler.
I believe in you, man. I think you can
want
do
to
it.
date a wrestler. I think we would.
Say your message to Sky Blue right now. Tell her your love.
Think we would get along really good, and I'm really nice. Like when you get to know me, and I'm not bad in the sack either.
Hey.
Okay, I don't like that part. I did not like saying that.
It doesn't feel good.
It doesn't feel good.
We're actually gonna play it on a loop. We're doing the opposite of editing out. Edit out.
We're editing in.
It's good to put yourself out there. This is me being vulnerable. I'd love to teach you wrestling. You could teach me, obviously, more than I could teach you. You know everything about it. I know nothing. I'm your little beetle, and I want you to smush me under your big toe.
There you go.
That's it, I think.
That's beautul.
I think that's it. I think that's it for her.
I'm headlining Hilarities in Cleveland one night in December. You can come. So that should be good.
Yeah.
Man, you should write for Hallmark, man. That was beautiful.
I would love you like no one ever has.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So
Are you a sappy romantic?
I am. I write letters. I get flowers all the time. I love love.
I love the one you wrote for me. That was really sweet.
Yeah, I regret that, but that was a cool moment between two platonic friends.
I'm like, you guys wrote letters?
Yeah. The flowers were a bit much, but you know.
Yeah, me finding out I'm third wheeling right now. I'm like,
Jim, I'm glad you could join us on our podcast. It's really nice to have you here, Jim.
No, I love it. I love giving gifts. So whenever I'm dating a girl, I get her lots of gifts, and this could be something I could do for you.
There you go.
So
now that Timeless Tony Storm signed herself away like an idiot.
like a moron. But
Like an idiot.
if there's any problems in the relationship, I'm more than happy to oblige.
Certified marriage counselor.
You got to rescue her from that dangerous world of wrestling. It could be better, babe.
Take you away from this. Take you to
different.
Chuckle Hut in Sedona, Arizona.
Tell us about the car you just financed, man. Are you excited?
2016, hear me out. 4 words. 2016, Toyota 4Runner. Yavo. So
You got the 4Runner. I was like sending you pictures of like things you need to do with the car.
Oh yeah.
Every picture of the 4Runner, it's never on a road. It's on like literally rocks. You have to drive uphill on the side of a mountain.
You got to balance it like a mountain goat.
Really all, and it's so funny. Some of the pictures are so emotional.
That's why Casey got it. He likes a challenge.
I love a challenge. I'd never been one to back away from danger, and I've built a car-based teeter-totter slingshot, sort of like a big, like something you could launch me over a moat in medieval times.
Yeah.
I've built that. I've programmed the car with new AI and
AI punkin' chunkin' tech.
AI bunkin' junkin' tech, and it's gonna launch me like a bumpkin, hopefully over 100 yards. So
Perfect.
Those were the best back in the day. They used to show us that in school.
Like-
Punkin' chunkin'.
Teachers
They were
like,
Yes, they would.
Make
Yeah.
this. Make a trebuchet right now.
this could be you.
Pumpkin junkin'.
This could be you.
This could be you if you knew aerodynamics.
If you understood how to make a fucking trebuchet.
You knew math.
This is such a useless technology.
They were able to send a pumpkin 275 yards.
Yeah. Somebody being like, how can I get a pumpkin that way really fast?
Like, I don't know if that's a long way or a short distance to launch a pumpkin. I don't know.
I don't know. How hard is it to move a bunch of pumpkins that we're just fucking launching them into the ether? What the fuck is going on?
It's like watching those dudes with the shot put in the Olympics, like throwing that fucking ball.
It's like I don't know what's far and what's not. I don't know.
Watch, they throw it far as fuck, and they're like, oh, like, is that not good?
Damn it. 20 meters.
They throw it farther than I ever could.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
We're nothing compared to those behemoths of the industry.
I like the discus. I just like the way they wind up. Like they spin super fast.
Yeah.
So cool. But the 4Runner, I won't lie to you, leather seats customized from the previous owner. Thank you 1,000 times.
Exhibit.
Thank you. Exhibit. Trick this thing out. There's a Newport under every
inch of the car.
Every vent shaft has a Newport. When you turn the AC on, 5 or 6 Newports come out. So
It's a
pretty sweet.
nice little luxury they added to it.
Yeah, you can plug a Newport into the CD player, hit a button, it will smoke, and you can smoke through the steering wheel.
perfect.
Yeah, he pimped out your Forerunner. It's like it's got literally a fucking disco ball and a microwave.
It's what every growing boy needs.
Yeah, there's a bass player in the back, full time. That's 40.
A full baseball batting cage in the Forerunner.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. It's great, and it's the car of a lifetime, and I financed the business deal of a lifetime on this thing.
Amazing.
I got a steal on this fucking thing.
How
know,
would
man,
Sebastian Maniscalco say it?
Oh, some of these kids don't drive cars anymore. Some of these kids, they ride scooters.
All about
These
the
kids don't wanna-
Forerunners.
What are you running from?
My kids are all leasing Forerunners.
I thought you'd drive it. Why are you running?
What are you running from? When I was a kid, we ran towards the trouble.
What do you mean you don't want the
The
fuck?
audience is like, we did that. We did that.
You want to hang the Italian horn on the rear view?
Pair of fuzzy dice on the mirror.
I'll tell you what.
80 million people.
I'll tell you what. First things first. No eggplant parmesan in the Forerunner.
And on Sundays, we're making gravy.
I'll tell you what. You could lease the car, but you drive it home for Sunday dinner.
Respect.
Love them.
What's your dream car, do you think? If you
Probably this fucking piece of
Yeah.
ass I got right now. I've never gotten more tail than I do right around in this
dude.
thing, dude. And it's got a very spacious back seat, so I can fit 8 or 9 honeys in this bad boy. 8 or 9.
8 or 9.
9 if they're stacked up.
Yeah, 9 if it's Filipina night.
But, yes.
Oh, wait, what bar was that?
Wait, hang on. Filipino night? Is that like happy hour?
It's this is all I've ever wanted. It's Cubs blue. I don't need anything else. I'd like to maybe it's Cubs blue. Go Cubs go. Hey
Yeah.
Chicago, what do you say? Cubs are gonna win today. And it's wonderful.
Perfect.
It's all I ever want, but I would like a little seaside house if you're asking about houses.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Myrtle Beach.
That Jake
Myrtle
Arrieta visits.
Jake Arrieta comes by, throws his famous knuckle curve to my son, Tarlo. Scarecrow's watching
Tartarian.
Tartarian, Scarecrow. Well, there's two. There's Tarlo and Scarecrow. Scarecrow's watching from the kitchen window. He's too sick to play ball. So sad.
What a dream.
Sad.
What a dream life.
So sad.
I can't wait to have a sick son.
It's just exact copy of you, but smaller.
Much smaller.
Gypsy Rose.
Gypsy Rose style. I'm poisoning this kid big time. Nobody will ever catch me.
No.
Instead of tricking people into thinking he can't use his legs, it's his arms. Just he can use everything else.
His arms are gimpy.
Did you see the crime photos from the Gypsy Rose thing?
Pretty brutal.
Pretty brutal. My
Yeah.
question: they show all of the medicine and shit.
Yeah.
Where's that go? Who gets that?
Who gets the family Bible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who gets the family Bible?
That's I bet she had some crazy pills.
Yeah. She had the good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Going to Disney World in the wheelchair, just fucked up.
OC Oxycontins, yeah. Ooh wee.
Somehow she had Quaaludes.
Yeah.
I wish we were like alive for like a Quaalude or two.
Do you think somewhere there's somebody has like a hidden stockpile of Quaaludes?
In South Africa, they still make them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
still being made on Earth.
Methaqualone.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I would like to get my hands on some Mexican ephedra. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really
get that
try.
heart-
That's the old Ozempic. Before Ozempic, they had Fed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like
Good old
the-
days.
The fat burn, like the stacker twos.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah, I remember my dad used to take me to NASCAR races, and they would have like free samples of those in the parking lot. I just kept like grabbing them, just like 11 years old, drinking YJ Stinger and Stacker too,
yeah.
just getting fucked up. You're good.
I
I thought you were waving me over, like, yeah, Rob, bring it in.
Get over
Sit
here,
on my
dude.
lap, buddy.
Get over here, bud.
the-
You said my safe word. You said YJ Stinger.
just a little history of borderline legal pharmacology.
Kratom.
Well, so there was a company called Red Dawn, and they were the first kind of company, to my understanding, to make spice, like K2.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, it became wide open with bath salts and all these other things. And smoke shops circa 2012 were full of these knockoff
my
drugs.
God.
Yeah.
Fake Xanax.
Legal drugs.
Yeah, and they're all legal. And the bath salts was like pure trucker speed. If you did a little pump, you were gone for like 8 or 9 hours. Like totally twacked out. I tried to rob a bank one time on bath salts. I tried to get a crew together. And it was about 4 in the morning, and I was hanging out with these neighbors.
We would have went through with it. Kevin Spacey wouldn't fucking answer the phone.
Well, we were trying to rob a Walmart, but they weren't into the idea, so it was never going to happen.
It was just you.
It was just
You're
me.
alone in a room.
I was real into it. I was like, "All right, we got access to any weapons?" And they're like,
It's crazy because you don't even need to rob. You don't even need to rob Walmart. Just walk out with the stuff.
It doesn't need to be some bank job. I used to do it. I used to get hammered and walk out with shopping carts full of beer all the time. But, okay, the reason I bring that up, Red Dawn, they made spice, they made all these things, and then they made these things that were like pseudo speed with like ephedrine and like just little chemicals off of methamphetamine, so they were legal. Mm-hmm. And I was in Illinois a couple of years ago, and they still had them at gas stations, and I got some, and I snorted some, and I got so geeked up. So there's hope out there. Some of these things are still around.
Yeah.
If you're in the right circles. Red Dawn. If you need it. Don't do it, probably. But.
Yeah, use promo code CRAB.
Yeah.
Like super don't, but like if you find it,
It's probably okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's probably okay. They made it for a reason. To help you.
I saw like fake Adderall in a gas station like on the way to Texas.
No, they're the best. Yeah, it's like mind pill.
Oh, yeah.
There was a question mark at the end of it. Adderall? Like,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Adder Up.
yeah. Adderall.
Yeah, I can't remember what that was called. But yeah, that was quite a few years ago. And I was like, oh my God, I found speed at the gas station. What a blessing. I was all happy.
That's great.
Yeah, I was telling Rob about Kratom the other day.
Yeah.
I've heard mixed reviews about it, but
It's
fine, I'll do
popular
some.
as fuck. It's so popular. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Depends what kind you do.
I was doing it like when I first got my first job when I was 16. Like all of my coworkers were like older, and like they were like constantly doing it. I was working at a pizza shop. Everyone was on Kratom.
Yeah.
It was a fucking nightmare. So I was like, fine, I'll just do it. And then I understood them all, but way better. I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
I think it's more it's way more popular now, right?
yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. Because just like the commercialization of it, just like crazy. Like I think there's like a Kratom sponsor like with Skankfest.
Yeah,
I
it's
think-
sponsored by Kratom. Yo,
No, it's
Kratom.
crazy.
Yeah, well, it depends. Like, if you get the super synthesized, like, extract shots, they feel really good.
Nice.
There's no hangover, clean energy, make you live a couple more years. If anything, it adds time to your life.
Yeah,
You're gonna live forever thanks to Kratom.
Yeah, at least to be
but
60.
yeah, it's supposed to like mimic opiates.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what they say.
good, clean energy.
I miss Percocets.
That's
We'll be back soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started taking a few of my mom's after she passed. They were good.
she
Like,
had
I get it. I understand her
Shit.
really well now. I really get it.
Yeah, well,
That feeling is unbelievable.
it's unmatched. And there's, like, when someone dies and they leave behind Gypsy Rose style, I've had that happen to some friends. They had loved ones die. Then they just have, like, liquid morphine and like, instant release Dilaudid, and you're yeah, you're just living.
I'm in the chair rebuilding a fucking like the Eagles from the ground up on Madden.
You feel so good. You have your whole life ahead of you.
I know.
You're reading books. Yeah, you're learning now. You have the ability to learn everyday task. You're cleaning your room.
Yeah,
It's wild.
Yeah, it's so funny how literally like full body bliss mode will turn you into a good person.
I'm gonna start reading. God, I'm gonna go on more walks. You're just a better person.
You're just way better
You're just faded
until
as
the
hell.
second that wears
Yeah,
off.
and
You become a fucking salted slug, dude.
Yeah.
You're so dead.
And you're mean too.
Oh, you're fucking irritable as all hell.
Yeah. When my mom died, she left a bunch of morphine behind.
She left a bunch of caramels.
She left a bunch of morphine behind, and I think a lot of my family members had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who gets the family Bible? It's the inheritance.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what you get for taking care
Yeah,
of
my
it,
inheritance was like 35 fucking perk 30s.
Not bad.
God sent.
I still have like 15 or 16 of them.
Woo-wee!
But like for a hot minute there, I was like, I'll just not exist. Like I'll go through like a fucking bipolar meltdown and just be like, oh, well, I'll throw these on it, and it won't feel as bad.
I just laid on my couch and watched Shark Week. It was awesome, and it wasn't even Shark Week. It was just
Yeah, you're just last year's
I'm
highlights.
just looking at the ceiling, thinking about sharks. Anyway, I think we're hitting the hour mark here, Casey. Thank you so much for joining us on our podcast, man.
This
We
is
really
so
appreciate
fun,
you.
man.
It was really fun to talk to you guys, and don't get it twisted. I've been sober for a long time and don't do drugs. I just like telling stories with my friends.
Yeah,
Thank
of course.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure everybody knows where to find you, Casey Rocket, on all your social medias and everything.
Casey Rocket Comedy. I'm on tour, and these guys are coming with me doing a bunch of shows. It's been so fun.
Yeah, man, dude, it's been a blast. Your fans are so much fun. They're the nicest people. Oh man, dude, those shows are great. So thank you again, man. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for listening. We love you. Stink it forward, Casey Rocket.
Casey Rocket and the William Montgomery podcast on YouTube. I'm the co-host of that as well.
Hell yeah. Thanks, buddy. See you guys later. Peace and love.